Hi guys, today we're going to talk about Prince Harry and we're going to talk about the prank call that he was a victim of. I'm talking about a call that he received from two Russian pranksters, and the Russians were passing for Greta Thunberg, who is the big activist, climate change activist. So they called him saying that they were her, and they actually got his phone number through an email they sent to a previous charity he was working with, the charity that now is managed by the Cambridges. So the person that was in charge of that charity forwarded the email of the pranksters to Prince Harry. Prince Harry, trusting the origin of that email because it was coming directly from the Cambridges Foundation. So do you remember Prince Harry, Prince William and his wife were patron of the charity together? So when Meghan Markle came in, Harry decided to create his own charity. He was still receiving emails from that charity and they were forwarded to him. And one of the emails that were forwarded to him was that of the pranksters. So he received the email and he replied back, and they arranged for a two-part interview. So 2 calls of 45 minutes each to interview him. During the calls, he talks about his life. He talks about how he needed to get out of the royal family because he was detrimental to his wife and his mental health. And he did that for baby Archie as well, because he doesn't want to live in that microcosm where people are always distorting their word, creating drama around them. So he needed a space where he will feel free and good about himself without having to worry about what people would say. He also mentioned that the constant criticism of him taking taxpayers' money actually pushed him to want to work for himself and earn his own money so he wouldn't depend so much on the taxpayers. He also said that Greta Thunberg should talk with the leaders of this world, like Boris Johnson, who is the Prime Minister of England, and also Trump, rather than not talk to them at all. He says that it's always good to leave the conversation open so they can try to negotiate some. So he said he didn't think much about Trump, to be honest. He didn't have anything good to say about him, but he didn't say anything bad. He just said what other people have been saying so far. So he didn't say much. People are criticizing him, saying that he was dumb not to realize that he wasn't talking to the real Greta Thunberg, and he said that anyone could tell by just listening at the audio. But the audio is not that clear, and anything that's posted on YouTube would have been pre-tweaked by the poster. So for example, the sound clarity would have been made better, the sound quality would have been tweaked as well and been made better. Harry actually was having a conference call with them, and during conference calls, especially the one with no visuals, the sound quality is always really bad. I work in an environment where I have conference calls all the time, and it's always difficult to hear the person at the other end. When it works, it works. When it doesn't work, you have to deal with that. So for him to be able to tell who was on the phone was quite difficult. And he even said it at the end of the call. He said something like, the sound is not good, I can't hear you well, guys. He said it. People don't want to listen to what he says. They rather criticize him on stupid stuff. How can you tell whether it's great or not when the quality of the conference call is bad? So people are so keen on criticizing Prince Harry that they don't listen to what he says. And what he says does actually make sense. He says what most people say. Just because he's Harry doesn't make him any less human. He knows what he's talking about. He knows a lot about climate change. People who call them names have an agenda trying to find bad things to say about him, and this tape doesn't give them that. So that's my take on that. Feel free to leave your message and tell me what you think, and also subscribe for more videos. Thank you.